Welcome back to TechKid FX for another Sand price update. And the current price for Sand is at the $3.6 mark, and what I have on the screen is the daily chart. And from this daily chart you can see we have continued seeing lower prices. In this video I'll be giving you my predictions and expectations that I expect to see on this chart. And before I do that, let me give you a quick brief of what has been happening in the market. So from around the 27th of October last year, we started seeing higher prices for Sand in a wave 1, wave 2, wave 3 and a wave 5, which took us to an all-time high. That is based on the Elliott wave chart pattern. Then had a massive ABC correction, which took us to the low that we made it around the $2.5 mark, and from there we saw a bounce back to the upper side to around the $4.9 mark, above this resistance that we had over here, and we had a retest of it. Then we broke to the lower side, and this is a confirmed breakout to the lower side, since you can see we have closed a couple of daily candles below it, and we are continuing seeing lower prices. And there's this key support that is over here at around the $3.3 mark. That is where we are just about to approach. And some of the key expectations that I expect to see are that we can continue seeing lower prices for Sand and maybe touch this support that we have over here. And once we do that, if that support does not hold, we can unlock even lower prices and touch the other support that we have on the around this zone on the $2.2 mark. And if we do that, this ABC correction will be now over on this point around the $2.2 mark. And note that this is a massive ABC correction, and I think if we touch that point, Sand will have done whatever it needed to do in its ABC correction. So once that happens, I expect it to have a bounce back once we touch that support and go above all these resistances, and that move should take us to an all-time high. So that's my very first key expectation that I expect to see. Also note that move, I can be wrong in that expectation, and maybe we can find support on this zone that we have at around the $3.2 mark. And once that happens, we can then have a bounce back to the upper side and maybe break above all these resistances and go to an all-time high, because once we touched the $2.5 mark in this massive ABC correction, that could be the low of that ABC correction, and whatever followed here, maybe it's the wave that is taking us to an all-time high. It's only time that can tell, because whatever I'm saying here is just based on probabilities. So that is just my opinion. We can touch that support and then have a bounce back to an all-time high, because maybe this is the low of this ABC correction. The other key thing to note is that given that the fact that Bitcoin might continue giving us more sell-offs, this move of touching around the $2.3 mark, where we have a key support, that is a very likely move, and we need to watch these key supports and resistances, and because anything can happen. So I'll keep you updated, so make sure you hit the like, subscribe and notification bell.